Hey bookworms, we are going to do our weekly whimsy. I have the comedy and tragedy masks here to represent the sisters' love of theater and all the fun plays they did. So I have already done my tracing. I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and I'm going to try something that I have not tried yet. Let me find my, I've got my tea because it's still freezing in Ohio. And we still have like tons of snow out there, and it's supposed to be getting more this week, so yay. So I'm drinking my hot tea tonight. Tonight I have the one from our last subscription, the chocolate and mint. That sounded good to me. The last time I had the one from this box, which was the Louisa May Alcott one. The, what's it have? It's a green tea. Apple and strawberry. That one was good too. Okay. So I'm going to clean this up a little, and I'm going to soften some of these lines a little bit. And I have my watercolors out, so that's what I'm mainly going to be using. Or actually, I think that might be all I use this time. And then I'm going to grab my big brush. Get those little pieces of eraser away, and then I am going to do like a wash over the whole thing first. So I'm gonna grab my water pen here, make sure it's clean. Okay, and then I'm going to do a light wash. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm gonna do a green. Hopefully this is what I expect it to be. I'm going to take it all the way to the edges. And then I think I'm going to add some different colors of yellow in there a little bit. So I'm going to do a few colors. Ooh, that's vibrant. I don't know that I've used all these colors in this palette yet. There's so many. Okay, I'm going to jump around. Some different colors here and there. Let's try, got sort of this minty color, that might be cool. Okay, and then like I usually do, I'm going to hit this with my heat gun really quick. I've never noticed it do that before, where it like bubbled up this way and then went the other direction. That's interesting. Okay, very cool. So now that I've got my background on there, I'm gonna take my glass pen. I'm trying to come up with, I need to come up with like more ways because I really do like using this. It's very fun. Okay, and then I don't know if you guys could see that, if that's in the screen there. Yes, okay. I'm gonna take this really dark like teal, and I'm going to load my brush up with it, and then I'm going to load. So this is a really fun way to use it with different colors, is if you have watercolor and don't have like all this many color inks. This works really well for me. So I just load up those wells, and then I usually squeeze a little water out so that it's, and then I just paint it right on there. Okay. And then my plan, I say that, and then it's, I did a whole bunch with it the other day. Let me add a little more water so it's a little more, there we go. You just gotta be careful to not add too much because it'll drip all over. There we go. Just wasn't wet enough. I will say it's like awkward for me to hold it. There we go. I have to like get used to it. All right. And I've got my tracer right here by me. So I'm going to use it to get some of the detail in there that I don't have. And then I notice when it starts drying out a little bit, I just add a little more water. And that rejuvenates that for me. Definitely takes some getting used to. I feel like it's hard to hold. At least mine feels like it is. I don't know. All right. Like I want to hold it down further than, let's see. Oof, I'm dripping everywhere. Definitely not very good at it. But I will show you my plan here at the end. I tried something similar to this the other day when I was playing around with it. So we'll see if it works as good as I have in my head. My problem is that I want to hold it more like a pencil and it needs to be held more straight up and down. I definitely do not. There we go. There, that's a little better. Oh, that's flowing much better. I don't know what I did different. Okay, cool. Okay, so there is that. And then I'm going to do the other one the same way, same color. Sort of doing a monochromatic thing going here. Okay, so now let's see if I can get the look I'm going for here. So what I tried the other day, let me clean my brush. Hopefully I can clean it a little bit. So I'm just trying to get the water out of my water brush here. There we go. Okay. So now, with my brush wet, what I did the other day was sort of blend the lines, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So those ones that I've put on with the ink, or the pen, I'm just sort of blending them out and almost creates like a shadow. All right, so you can see, let me pull it up. You can see the difference. It's sort of neat looking. Well, this one's not as dry, so the paint is moving a little more. I do want to, actually, I think instead of using the pen, I'm gonna use the brush. I'm gonna fill these eyebrows in a little better. And the eyes. Okay, and then I'm gonna use some orange. I'm gonna wipe my brush off because I'm gonna blend this out a little more. Gotta be careful with the orange and the green, it could get muddy on you. And then I'm gonna put some on the lips here. Trying to decide if I want to do anything else. I'm going to grab some of this background green and go a little more vibrant right around the masks. Just to make them pop a little more. Like it. I'm just doing little pops of orange, and then I think I'm gonna make them bleed out a little bit. So I'm gonna add some water. So I'm just putting a drop of water on these. I like it. All right, let's see what happens with that after I hit it with the water or the heat gun. I decided to blow the water bubbles around. I sort of like it. It's not quite dry, but you can see it's an interesting effect. See, that's what these are for, is to play around, have fun, see what happens. It's got sort of a psychedelic look to it, I feel like. I'm going to give it an orange tier here too. All right. There is our comedy and tragedy masks to go along with our Weekly Whimsies for our little women. It's funny, I'm actually doing too much green and orange, I feel like, for this. So I need to pull some more pink in here, right? Because that's the theme, right? The theme. We did so good with the color theme last time. I can't stick with one thing though. I'm like that. I just have trouble. I get bored too easy. It's in my nature, for the artistic nature I have. I don't. Those people that do the same art over and over again, it's not me. I definitely don't do that. Sort of wish I did, because I feel like I'd be a little more better, like a little better at something, but all right, so there he is. He's so cute, or they're so cute. They're definitely fun, which I feel like captures the whole idea. So, all right. I look forward to seeing your guys's, and I hope you all have a great week. Bye, guys.